Hey guys, this is official J-Man-the-realist coming back to you with another video, and today we're going to be talking about video games again. I'm going to start doing this like maybe earlier in the mornings instead of in the afternoon, but today the first thing we're going to go over again is VG charts, which we're going to go over like probably once a week. As you can see, this week the PS5 is in front of the Xbox Series X, which is not surprising. Because of the PS4 era and the Xbox One era, people are still going to be flocking to the PS5 instead of the Series X with what happened to the Xbox One. But Nintendo Switch still stands at the top, and as you can see the numbers, 108.47 million. PlayStation 5 sits at 20.01 million, and Xbox Series X sits at 14.994 million, which I think as soon as these exclusives for the Xbox Series X and S, since a lot of people care about exclusives, comes out, and they start producing those 4 exclusives every year, I think a lot of people are going to be flocking to the X and S, and signing up for Game Pass and everything, because 4 exclusives a year, you get them for $15 a month, and yeah, it's a pretty good deal. Especially next year. Let's say if God of War doesn't come out this year, PlayStation will have a lineup of Spider-Man, God of War, and I want to say a couple of other games, and Xbox will have a lineup of probably, well, obviously Starfield, Redfall, probably Avowed and all that stuff. So it'll be a really big competition, and Nintendo will always stay at the top. You have Pokemon. I believe it was Violet, and I can't remember the other color, but their new generation of Pokemon coming out, Breath of the Wild. So 2023 is going to be a very competitive year for gaming in general. And then next, if you're a Nintendo lover, Nintendo fan, I'm a big Nintendo fan. That was actually my first game system, the Nintendo GameCube. But if you like having your games physical, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, Sith Lords is coming out for Nintendo Switch physically at limited run games. So it's coming out for Switch and PC this summer. So if you want to get your copy physically, you can go ahead. I want to say pre-orders are open. They might not be open. Let me see. I think the digital release on Switch is already out, because I think this article came out yesterday. No, yeah, this article came out yesterday, so I believe they're out. But yeah, Limited Run is having a physical edition, and if you want to pick it up, go ahead and pick it up. And then next also is another fun game I like. It's Doom Eternal. I have it on the Series X, but pre-orders for the physical release opens next month. So if you want to go ahead and get your cards ready for July the 8th, they have a Steelbook edition, standard Steelbook, special, and Ultimate edition starting on July the 8th. And I believe these are 2 examples of what they're going to have, which, to be honest, I like this one better. I don't know. This one's pretty cool and iconic, but I like the first box art better. It looks really cool. And if you want it physically on Nintendo Switch, go ahead and pick it up. Next is Street Fighter 6. A Reddit user kind of leaked. I don't know. This is all speculation, but it seems like maybe he leaked the whole roster, which is 22 people, comprising of 8 from Street Fighter 2 World Warriors, and a couple from Street Fighter 5. I don't come at me if I butchered these names. Rashid, Ed, and Luke, and maybe a couple of new ones. I'm not sure. Maybe AKI. I haven't. So I know a little bit about Street Fighter. I don't know a lot about Street Fighter, which I do plan on looking into more. Because when this game comes out, I want to be fully ready for it. And yeah. So these are the 22 fighters. Ryu, Ken, Zangief. I don't want to butcher any names. Honda, Blanca, Guile. I believe that's how you say. That's the military guy. Chun Li, Cammy, DJ, Rashid, Juri, Ed, Akuma, Luke, Marisa, Jamie, Mimi, Lily, how could, oh my goodness, JP, Kimberly, and AKI. And this is supposedly, this is all speculation, the roster for Street Fighter 6. And then next is, when does Street Fighter 6 take place? So there was a tweet sent out by the official Twitter account of Street Fighter. It said Street Fighter 6 actually takes place after Street Fighter 3, because I believe Street Fighter 5 took place before Street Fighter 3, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, correct me down in the comments. And according to the tweet, they said Ryu still feels that he's not there yet, though he seems to have gained some dignity. The way he wears the Buddhist robe is reminiscent of his master Goken, which Goken was Ryu and Ken's master, if I'm not mistaken. I think I know that much. If I'm wrong, correct me down in the comments. But again, Street Fighter 6 launches in 2023 for PlayStation 5, Series X and S, and PlayStation 4. I will probably get it for PlayStation 5 and Series X, so I can play with both communities. If they do have cross-platform play, I'll probably get it for the Series X. And speaking of more Capcom, they do have a event coming out. It's called introducing, the Capcom Showcase, which is on June the 13th, 2022 at 3 p.m. It'll be a 35-minute showcase, going more in depth of what Capcom is showing and everything. And it's no new releases. All their previously announced Capcom titles, so like Resident Evil 4 Remake, Street Fighter 6, and other different Capcom titles. So nothing new. They're all previously announced. Don't get hyped for anything new. They might show something at the end, we don't know, but don't get hyped for anything new or out of left field. They're all previously announced Capcom titles. And speaking of showcases, Xbox announced that they're having an extended showcase on June the 14th. So we got an Xbox showcase, Xbox and Bethesda showcase on June the 12th, on June the 13th Capcom, and June the 14th another Xbox showcase. And this one's gonna be on June the 14th at 10 a.m. Pacific and 1 p.m. Eastern. So this is going to be a 90-minute showcase, showing new trailers, interviews, and in-depth looks at the titles that'll be shown during the Xbox and Bethesda live stream. And hopefully, maybe, and like I said, new trailers, so hopefully maybe they show off new games, not shown in the Xbox Bethesda showcase. I'm not sure, we don't know, but it'll be pretty cool if they do. And then speaking of game systems, which game systems had nothing to do with this, but it might be easier to find a PS5 later on this year. Sony has said, as part of the Sony investor briefing, the company said that it projects to sell 18 million PS5 consoles during the fiscal year, beginning at April 1st, and it'll run through March 31st, 2023. Now, last year, I believe this article said their projections were Sony sold 11.5 million PS5 consoles during the fiscal year that ended on March 31st, 2022, and 7.8 million PS5 consoles for the fiscal year that ended on March 31st, 2021. So you might be able to get your PS5 if you really wanted a PS5. You might be able to get it this year because they'll have more parts in production for the PS5. Maybe they got a deal to get more chips, I don't know, but as you can see, the consoles, they're starting to come out more frequently. Look at Xbox, they made a deal to get more chips, and now you can actually find them on store shelves. So I think PlayStation and Sony is getting to that point where you'll be able to easily find a console, and you won't have to go to a scalper or anything. And then now, this is all speculation, this is all rumor, but what might show up at the Xbox showcase. So projects from unknown sources, the Master Chief Collection Light collection, it could be Gears of War Fable. From what I heard, it might be Gears of War, so we might be getting Gears of War 1, 2, 3, Judgment, maybe 4. 4's kind of well, it was Xbox One, and it doesn't really need remastering, I guess. But you never know. They might put in and Gears Tactics. Well, no, Gears Tactics is also readily new. So, it'll be cool if they had a Gears of War one, because the multiplayer is kind of like Halo, I guess. Not as famous as Halo, but I heard it's like really fun. And then you also have Fable with co-op. One of my friends, he said we could probably play Fable, I believe 2 and 3 as co-op, which sounds really cool. I can't wait to do that. And yeah, that'll be another cool thing. And plus, they're not on PC. They're missing entries on PC, so that'll be pretty cool. And then we have Project Velvet. Nothing is really known about the project at this point. Project Kalimba, which is was leaked by GeoForce. Shadowrun, which was rumored by Jeff Grubb. Only heard rumblings, nothing concrete. Then we have the infamous GoldenEye 007 remake or remaster. I think it would be cool to have a remake, kind of do it like Hitman, I guess. But we know nothing else about that. And multiple Disney IPs, which is really interesting. I know we have Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones has been announced for a while now. But Disney IPs, let's think about it. Star Wars, George Lucas is under Disney. And now, or George Lucas Productions, I believe, Star Wars is under Disney. And Marvel is under Disney. So what if we get our own Marvel game? I know Remedy's making a Doctor Strange game. I believe that's a rumor. I'm not sure if it's concrete, but what if we got our own Iron Man or Captain America? I don't know. We'll see. It's multiple Disney IPs, which also was Kingdom Hearts 4. That's a Disney IP. So I'm not sure, but then there's confirmed projects Contraband by Avalanche Game Studios, which is kind of like a heist game, but online, in a kind of online world. And As Dusk Falls, I'm not sure about this game. I haven't heard much or researched that game, but I will probably after this. Then there's Project Dragon, which is by IO Interactive. It's an MMO light shared world medieval RPG with a 10-year plan, which is crazy. Halo has a 10-year plan too. And they're supposed to be coming out with a DLC. I'm not sure when this DLC is coming out. It was called The Endless. It was rumored The Endless, but it'll be cool to see it maybe this year. I don't know. And then there's Project Shaolin by Brass Lion Entertainment, which is an anime art style ARPG with Wu-Tang Clan involved music. That would be really cool. Project Indus by Oxid. I can't read today or speak. Oxid. Okay. O Interactive. I can't speak today. I'm sorry. A 4X style strategy game. Then there's Project Belfry by Stoic Studio, which is a side-scroller beat 'em up focused around a bell tower with a princess. Mono. I can't read today. A certain type of art style, and I love scroller side scroll beat 'em ups. Those are fun. I remember my first one was Dragon Ball GT, I believe, on the Game Boy. Lots of fun. Project PAX D by Mainframe, which is a cloud-driven MMO. Mainframe accepted external funding from the investor group, leading Jeff Grubb to believe it is no longer being published by Xbox, but they could still be involved. Then next is Killer Instinct, which is unknown. Maybe it's Bandai Namco. You never know. Maybe they have NetherRealms. Maybe they purchased NetherRealms from WB. Just haven't said anything yet, because we haven't heard anything from NetherRealms from WB since they're selling off some of their game stuff. So we don't know. It'll be cool. Like Killer Instinct, I remember that was, I want to say the second game. No, actually that's a lie. The third game that I got for the Xbox One, and I sucked at fighting games. That was my first fighting game. Like, I played a lot of Ultimate Ninja Storm and stuff, but as far as complex controls, that was my first fighting game. And then we have Untitled Cloud Driven Game by Kojima Productions, which was rumored by Jeff Grubb, which reminds me this might not be a rumor, that might be concrete, because I know Xbox sent out a tweet with a montage of people that might be at the event, and I believe Kojima was in that montage. So I don't know. It'll be cool to have a exclusive Kojima game. It might be exclusive, it might not. And then Project Surtur, did I say that right? I think I did. By Certain Affinity, which was rumored by Jeff Grubb. Then Project Von Guts. Did I say that right? I hope I did. Nothing is known about this project at this time other than it's a global publishing deal. So it's probably not going to be exclusive. It's a timed exclusive. And then we have 1v100 Revival, which is making a return, which is a quiz how game from the Xbox 360. And that's what's rumored to be maybe in the showcase. So I don't know. I'm excited. I don't know about y'all. I'm really excited, especially for what Bethesda's showing off for Starfield, and we will see. And last but not least, we're going to talk about God of War Ragnarok. So I'm not sure. I think this is maybe a reliable website, but they said there's a video on YouTube that I looked at before I'm reporting on this. The actor Ryan Hurst, which is the my goodness voice actor for Thor, said he just finished up. Now the video was released on June the 3rd, and he said he just finished up doing a part, finishing the part for Thor in God of War Ragnarok, and they said that, instead of coming out in 2023, it might come out in 2022, and they're just finishing up little bits and pieces. Now, I'm not sure if we could take it as such, because he could have finished his part. Let's say Thor's in the game, I think they said it's a 40-hour game. Let's say Thor's in it for maybe 30 hours or less. Well, he's not going to be in it for less, but let's say 30 hours. That's still 10 hours of the game, and he might have finished his part, but there's other people that might not have finished their part. So he might the game still might come out 2023, early 2023, since we haven't heard anything from it. But there still might be another state of play coming soon, so we might hear something concrete, maybe late September to early October. The game might come out, or shoot, it might come out in November/December. We're not sure, but I'm sure the game will be coming out very soon. If not 2022, late 2022, early 2023. Plus, it'll give them time to compete with Xbox and what they'll be bringing out, next year with their exclusive and timed exclusive video games. And that is it for today. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Official J-Man, the realist, is out.